Okay, this rant is for all of those people who are calling for an American Revolution. Um, those people that can't stand Obama, the people who are calling for impeachment, you name it. Um, Frankly, 99.9% of you are idiots. You're morons. You're lemmings. You may not think so, but it's true. Because in the end, it comes down to this: what do you got that's better? Um, okay, let's start with the let's start with the impeachment. What are you going to impeach him for? What has he done that has violated the Constitution? Um, of course, most of what you're getting is probably from the Inquirer, Star, or so on, or somebody's little vlog online that they act like they know what they're talking about, yet they cite nothing. At least when I do it, I either cite stuff or I tell you outright my opinion. It's my opinion. This is my opinion. The fact that I think most people who flood Facebook, and I'll assume they flood Twitter and Instagram and all these other fucking places, that they're all freaking idiots. Okay. And even the ones who are calling for impeachment, there's an ages-old saying, which is, those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. How many of the people who are screaming all this stuff aren't they're not squeaky clean? They've broken a law, they're breaking laws, whatever it may be, yet they're going to call for it just because, oh, look, let's take down the highest person we can get. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge Obama supporter, but I'm going to call it like I see it. I hear people screaming about the fact that we had a general killed overseas. He came back and Obama wasn't at the funeral. Why would he be at the funeral? Is the fact that the guy's a general make him more important than every serviceman that died out there? I see no problem with the fact that he's not there. He can't go to every funeral. And then there's the fact of how the public opinion is right now. Would his presence be something that would be insulting to the family? Would it further their pain? You people are the idiots who are just looking for a reason to attack this man. Okay, what else? Well, let's go into the whole American Revolution. Wow. You do realize these are elected officials, which means either for the country, the state, the district, whatever it may be, the majority of people elected these guys. So we have a vocal minority calling for a revolution because they didn't get their way. I'm a father. That's called a tantrum. That's called childishness. Those are the kind of things I end up punishing my kids for. Why? Because it's adolescent. It's prepubescent. It's not grown up. It's not adult. Maybe you should think about that. Your maturity levels really need to be worked on if this is your biggest argument. And even those who think they have legitimate grievances, and some people do, there are grievances out there that people are going to take. I mean, hell, myself, Obamacare. I understand what he was trying to do. I think he half-assed it. When I say half-assed it, I'm not saying like lazy half-assed it. I don't think he went far enough. If you're going to do something, do it right and do it 100%. Don't do it 60% and then hope to be able to get the 40% later, because you're going to screw up the 60% to begin with. And by the time you iron out everything in there, it's screwed up. Personally, me and my family, we fall into, I don't know, call it loophole and niche, and we get screwed. Because of Obamacare, we have a copay of like $533 per month, so we can't afford it. Therefore, we go without medical care unless it's absolutely necessary. Oh, so that means I should be in the forefront of the people yelling, "Hey, American Revolution." Why? Because I'm inconvenienced right now. Oh, but wait a minute. I have intelligence. I understand what I'm seeing. Therefore, I'm not going to be a lemming and following, everybody else's stuff. All these other people, they have complaints. I have friends who have complaints against the VA. It's the VA. It's not the federal government. It might be an agency within the government, but there's hundreds of those. You don't have problems with the other ones. Many of them run very smoothly. You just happen to run into one, or you happen to be the problem. And a lot of times when people are having problems, those problems are things that could have been avoided. They're things that can still be avoided, but the people aren't listening. They're too lazy to do what they need to, or they were too lazy at another time to do what they needed to do. But it all does come down to this. If you're going to have a revolution, what is a revolution? You are tearing down and supplanting that which exists now, and you are going to substitute it with something that is more amenable to you. All of these frigging morons that I hear yelling about this, I don't hear a single goddamn one that is actually sitting there saying, it needs to go, and here's what we need. Here is my idea. Here's my bullet points and my outline of the structure that I feel that will make America great once again. That's what I'm seeing. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it, and it's like, wow. I don't hear any solutions. I don't see anybody doing it for anything but a selfish agenda. And I'm sure somebody will sit there and go, oh no, I'm doing it for patriotism. Most people don't understand what the hell a patriot is. A patriot supports their country on all fronts. A patriot will seek to better their country. They will do it within the means necessary. And of course, if things ever got away from I call it the charter of your country, what it's supposed to be, well, then what's the old saying, revolution is fermented by the blood of patriots? It's the patriots that would actually be the ones who are going to overthrow a government that has gotten out of hand and away from what we meant it to be to begin with. How many of you so-called patriots pay Johnny Depp? And when I say pay him, you're going to see his movies, aren't you? He's an anti-American asshole. Moved to France and criticizes everything we've goddamn done. Therefore, he doesn't pay us taxes. He doesn't support our country in any way. Yet you're still going out there and basically paying his salary. That means you're a patriot of convenience. Basically a bandwagoner, fair weather friend type deal. All those have a word for it. You're a fucking hypocrite. And to me, hypocrisy is the worst sin there is. I can't think of a better word right now than sin, so that's what I'm going to use, because that's probably the truth of it. So, what I'm trying to say here is, don't blow up my Facebook feeds. Don't blow up any other of my social media feeds. Basically, don't run your goddamn mouth or exert your typing fingers or whatever the hell you want to call it, complaining and basically screeching, we need an American Revolution. We need to we need to throw all these people in jail and get rid of them. Unless you have a better plan. And also, they're elected officials. Did you fucking vote? If you didn't fucking vote, then shut your goddamn trap, is what it comes down to. Okay. So in summary, if you're going to rant about it, unless you have a solution, you're a fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up. Peace out. I'm sure I'm going to hear about this one.